Hey everyone, this is Sheldon Powell. I wanted to take a few minutes and talk about branding yourself. To me, this is something that is probably the number one thing that anyone can do for themselves in online business, period. And it's not just one business, it rides with you. It's going to go for the whole journey with you. And a lot of people who connect with you, all they really want to see is you taking action. You know what I'm saying? You don't even have to be successful yet for people to acknowledge this person's moving. This person's going to make it. This person's going to go somewhere. I would follow this person. How do you get that? By applying the action a lot of people won't do. Now, the reason I think a lot of people don't brand themselves, to be honest, I think it may be more of a, I don't think pride's really an issue, more of a confidence issue, because the fact that people do need to hear you and that you got to tell people, and I think the number one thing that you really got to come across on brand yourself is got to get to a point where you don't care anymore what somebody thinks or hears or what you're doing. If you believe in what you're doing, it's going to come off the right way. You understand what I'm saying? And if that's the case, then you just need to be heard. If to believe in something and keep it in you and not let it out is just about like being in love and not telling someone, it'll poison you. You know what I'm saying? And in my opinion, it'll do the same thing in your business. Now, I'm going to talk about a couple of different ways, 3 particular ways of branding yourself and why it's important in all 3 ways to brand yourself. Okay? Now, the first one, you'll see the most common. Now, obviously, these are not the only ways of branding yourself, but these are the 3 most common I see on a regular basis. Number 1 is going to be solo ads. Now, this is going to be based on emails and followed up with email marketing. If you understand, that's what solo ads are. Basically, you buy someone that's in their list of emails, and then you send that email, and then you add them to your collection, and you start to do email marketing. You know what I'm saying? Now, how to succeed in it? By getting the people to connect with you. Okay. First of all, isn't that always the answer? You know what I'm saying? By getting the people to connect with you. Now, I don't have a problem with people using other funnels and things of that nature if they get to connect with you. Now, how are you going to do that exactly? That can be the thing. Now, I've seen someone, his name is Tim Chisanis. He done about as good a job as being personalized in a video and getting out to the masses for everyone with a ridiculously high ratio of people coming in. Now, I've seen it done correctly. I know it can be done. But most of the time, you're going to have a hard time getting those people to connect with you without them getting to see you personally. You know what I'm saying? So that's again, this is a given for someone who's branding themselves to go to the next level. How do I get to that next level? This is what I'm trying to answer for you also in this process. How do you do that? By them seeing you active in possibly a Facebook group. Now, obviously, the Facebook group is going to be for the business itself. They're going to see you being active in it. Now, you don't throw links in your Facebook groups for a business. This is for everyone, to go there. A lot of these people may be sent from a downline or from, it's going to be a potential person coming in. You throwing links around, it's not how you do it. That's not how you keep the integrity of your group, and you're going to lose people in the process. So throwing your link around inside of a Facebook group is not the way to do it. Not when it's for that business. Understand what I'm saying? But these people, no matter if they're in your business or not, they still get to see you as being a player in this business. It's going to brand you into that business as being one of the players. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's very, very important. Secondly, it's going to legitimize the business by showing other people, that they're in the business also. Of course, they're not going to be trying to, cross each other and get different people in their business and stuff like that. But let me ask you something. If someone let's see, person A brought in person B, and they're underneath each other, yet they see that I'm just killing this Facebook group, getting into work done, I'm succeeding in the business, and then later on down the road, there's another business I'm in or something like that, and they find out I'm in it, you don't think either one of them wouldn't be potential to coming into my business? You understand what I'm saying? You get a lot of times just by applying the action, because so many people don't do it. They don't put the work in. That's what I'm trying to say. So in my opinion, I think just getting out there and putting the work in is very vital, and posting in those Facebook groups at times. Do not spend your entire day sitting inside these Facebook groups for the business that you're already in. That's not going to benefit you. It's not going to benefit the business. You're not getting out to people who are not in the business. You understand what I'm saying? So understand that your majority of the day is going to be spent, or your majority of time, whatever it is, getting out and getting seen by people who are not in your business. Okay, the strangers itself, so that they can connect with you, and you're branding yourself in the process. There's no better way for them to connect than that. Okay, maybe your own Facebook group. Y'all, exact same thing. You don't really want to be throwing links around. The only time I've ever thrown links around, and I hate to say it, but me and Frank Calabro had just started another business, and it was my own Facebook group. And just like he was getting people to connect with him by putting his links in his business, in his page, to get the people started, the ball rolling. I did the same thing right from the get-go. But after a short period of time later, anytime I started having people coming into the business, I'm not going to be stealing their people. You understand what I'm saying? So I quit dropping the links in there as well real quick. But this is your own Facebook group. This is a way to get people into the business, especially right from the get-go, from the start. Exitus Elite was a perfect example of that. I don't think I've ever thrown a link around in my Facebook group other than that. And that was just from from the first maybe 4 days, maybe 5 days or something like that, just to show people what the business is about. And even in that, y'all, I'm real careful to make sure I say, look, y'all, check with your sponsor to make sure they're not in it. If you're ready to go, then if you'd like to connect with me, contact me and we'll get you started. Something like that. I would literally have that posted in there as well. So you do want to tiptoe, even when you're giving out links in your own Facebook group, because what's going to happen is you're going to lose people. People are going to stop going in that group because they're scared they're going to lose their people. See what I'm saying? Into that business from you. So that's something to be real careful with. But yes, your own Facebook group is a great way to be putting out video content on a regular basis, positive things, and having other positive people that they can connect with. Matter of fact, I will take a second and show you something, y'all. Okay, this is Action Taker Success Group. Last couple of days I've been pretty busy. But look, this is Mr. Murdoch, Bill Murdoch. He's in my business. Miss Margaret, she's in our business. We're not in together, but well, she's not underneath me, but it doesn't matter. Here's me posting some positive things. Anthony Michaels, man, he does this every day. You see what I'm saying? These are things that are positive that's going to the group. I'm not even posting but 1 out of the 4 you just saw. See what I'm saying? Secondly, it gives me an opportunity to post things right here, like right on a pinned post right from the get-go, things I think that could help people. I sit here and I give out a lot of training. Y'all, these are hours of training on exactly how I do things. You know what I'm saying? And I give it to them for free right there on the pinned post. You know what I'm saying? This is Action Taker Success Group. Why would I call it that? Because I want people to take action. That's what I believe in. That's why I did this. That's why I put my picture here. That's why I'm branded myself into this name, and it grows. You know what I'm saying? It's not hard. If I want my business to grow, you know what I do? I talk about it in video, because what people do, they jump in. They look it up, Action Taker Success Group on Facebook, and bam, they start jumping in. So it's absolutely worth it. Secondly, let's see here. Let's get back to my thing right here. Okay. Where was I here? Okay. Your own timeline, and for many, video format. Why do they need to see this to really succeed? Because you want and need your people to connect with you. This is the best way for them to do so. They want this as well. Video format, I think, when you believe in the business, y'all, gives them a chance to connect with you better than any other way. That's my own personal opinion. I'm a Facebook guy. I love Facebook. Okay, I love Facebook. That's the way I got it and got most of my leads right from the get-go. If I was looking at a lower ticket item and approach and work at home, work from home, I would absolutely use that approach. Number 2, if I was doing video formats and uploading it to Facebook to my timeline and then sharing into the groups, I think maybe that could work even for a mid-range ticket like $1,000 or anything like that. I think that would work. But it's always like everything, it's going to be getting the people to connect. Okay. Number 2, Facebook group posts and timelines and any other form of Facebook. This to me is a vital way of connecting with the people as well. It's just like I said, your timeline, y'all, is going to be a way for people to see what you're about, that you don't change from business to business to business, that you are locked in. You are going to become the, in my example, Exitus Elite guy, or previous Traffic Monsoon guy, or Power Lead Systems guy. It's a way of branding yourself into that business, and then let people go back as far as they want to go and see from your day one that you're connected to that. You understand what I'm saying? So in my opinion, timelines are very, very important. Facebook group posting. Y'all, again, I just described that. I think that's a vital way of getting out and getting a huge list, especially if you got a low offer or something like that's free, or something to start off with. They can start small. They love it. They're going to eat it up. It's a great way to get out there. Understand, in group posting, you're going to get seen. You just need to learn to stand out. So I'm going to start moving a little quicker here. This to me is a vital way of connecting with people as well. Your timelines can tell someone what you're about in a lot of ways. Show that you're consistent and don't jump from business to business. Plus, the same thing as always, getting people to connect with you. Facebook and posting and friending, y'all. Friending is very important. To me, getting someone to friend me on Facebook that didn't know me prior is as important as them signing up in the business, because they get the chance to see what I'm about and they're going to connect with me. You understand? So to me, that's very, very important. And then once again, videos are a great way to stand out and let them see what you're about as well, what you believe in and who you are. So again, y'all, it falls back in the same scenario. Showing people that you're sincere, show people that you believe in your business. If you don't believe in it, don't do the business. Find the business that you do, and then the glue. You're building that glue that's going to work for you, and it's going to build your business. It's going to brand yourself. And that's what I'm saying. Video, there's no better way of branding yourself, y'all, than video. And if you understood how valuable branding yourself is, anytime you go from one business to another, I think a lot of leaders abuse that, to be honest. But in the time, there will be a day possibly where you guys start other businesses or whatever. And once you do, people are going to acknowledge the fact that you are a good person to follow, because you don't jump from business to business. You know what I'm saying? You don't do it a whole lot. I think there's a lot of strength that comes from that right by itself. Number 3, YouTube. Once again, video format so that people can connect with you. In a higher ticket item, I could take this alone and make a business. Okay, well, I can make a business work really well is basically what I was trying to say. In a higher ticket, let's say, like I said, $1,000, maybe $500, somewhere like that. People want to know who you are. They want to know what you're about. They want to know that you believe in the business. They want to know that you're consistent. They want to know, are you going to answer the phone? That's something else too, y'all. Are you going to be accessible? Those to me are very vital, important things. And in using branding yourself, YouTube, in my opinion, is the number one thing that you can do. Really, really does. I could take this alone, just get the leads I'm getting from there, because these people connect with me. Anybody who becomes a lead from YouTube from me is a sincere lead, a most valuable lead I've got, to be honest, because they did get a chance to connect to me before they even hit the link. That's important. Or before they pick the phone up and call me. And this with Facebook timelines and posting in a Facebook group for the business. See, I consider that all together as one unit. Doing your videos, posting your timeline, and the posting in the Facebook group for the business, and you have really made something for yourself. People that followed you and connect with you this way connect better to you than any other way. The trick to this is to stand out and be sincere. Learn to use your phone. Good gracious, y'all. If there's anything I've learned this time around, learn to use your phone is the most valuable thing, as well as to help people connect with you and to close the deals. People that are going to be spending, let's say in my business, Exitus Elite, $1,000, being on the phone with them a lot of times, spend the time with them, y'all. Don't be clicking over to other people if you get phone calls. It's a $1,000 phone call. You know what I'm saying? Give these people the respect. They deserve it. That's a $1,000 phone call. Again, it's always about connecting with you. What do all 3 above have in common? Branding you. It's just like I said, y'all. That's the way to brand yourself. And once you do it right, people will follow you. And it doesn't matter what the business is. A lot of times they'll follow you because they believe in you. You see what I'm saying? And that's the kind of thing. How do you get that? By just getting out there and doing the work. And it can be as simple as I'm telling you right now. It can be. It's not that hard. People just don't do it. They sit there with the brakes on. They got paralysis. They can't think. They're trying to get their sponsor who doesn't know how to brand themselves, barely if they even know how to brand themselves at all. And here you are stuck. You see what I'm saying? Use your gut feeling. Know this very simple thing. If I'm not getting seen, I'm not building my business. Period. Now, if I'm not getting seen, that's how you brand yourself. Quit taking you out of the equation. When you take you out of the video format, you out of anything, and you just got a sales page and an autoresponder email, and you're camping on that, you're going to have a hard time. You're going to struggle. You better hope that the person that did that video did a heck of a job. Tim Chisana's value that point, like he was doing in a couple of his videos from previous businesses, and you're not going to see that very often, y'all. But you can make it yourself. And you don't have to be some guru. All you got to do is open your mouth and show people you believe in something, and they will follow you. I will tell you that. Okay, just keep getting out there. The way to take this to the next level is to make this a daily routine. That's obvious. You will get out. You will get a lot more experience just by doing it. Learn from everything that you do. Learn from everything, y'all. Good or bad, it doesn't matter. You're getting seen, man. That's the most important thing. Just learn to go out there, open your mouth, and get seen. I keep saying it. And make your own funnels, y'all. Now, this is not an advertisement for Power Lead Systems. I'm going to go ahead and tell you that. But I'm going to tell y'all, Power Lead Systems is a beast of a way to make your own funnels. No better way for people to connect with you, than you explaining the business to them in your own words. The benefits to this as well, you get to change, add, try new things, or whatever you see fit along the way for the videos. I think the Power Lead Systems is the absolute best way to do this. Get paid while branding yourself is one of the best things you can do. I can tell you, I've made a lot of money with Power Lead Systems. I really, really have. But I will tell you, if I didn't get paid at all, it wouldn't matter. I wouldn't care, because branding myself is the most valuable thing that I can do in any business. You understand what I'm saying? So the ones who want to know how to take it to the next level, video format, y'all, get out there, get comfortable. I've said a couple of times where I joined a business and I was so excited. That excited video I made and posted inside my own funnel, it did wonders, because people could tell I was excited. You see what I'm saying? You don't need all these big digits to be making money. You just got to show people that you believe in the business, educate yourself in your business, and get out there. Same thing over and over again. And have the ability to make share codes as well for others in the process. That's something else. Anyone wanting to know how to take your business to the next level, these are the steps, in my opinion, to brand yourself into that business, and how to make a following that truly connects with you and will follow you into other businesses as well when that time comes. And that is exactly what you want in online business. This is exactly how you make it. Thanks for watching. Okay, just like I said, y'all, all this is about branding yourself, but the three big ways: Facebook, YouTube, solo ads. Of course, there's other ways. Any form of video that you can get out there and get seen, whatever way you want to work out. It's a matter of you mastering that way of getting out and getting seen. Just don't hide behind a funnel. Don't let an autoresponder email do all the work for you and you're going to say that's it. To me, that's like going into a back office, finding a stamp saying, there it is, there's my business. This represents everything, and expect it to make you money. It's not. It's not. The ones who make it, the ones who brand themselves, the ones that do solo ads and do what I just said, they're going to stand out. The ones who do Facebook like this are going to stand out. The ones that do YouTube like this are going to be the ones that stand out. Anybody who tries to dodge this, you're lying to yourself, because you're not going to brand yourself. And anybody who who's made it, think about it now. What do? They branded themselves. That's why it's so important. Y'all, I'm going to end this. Anybody looking at Exitus Elite, y'all, I'm still putting the first person in underneath you. I probably always will. So don't even ask. I would just do it for you. You know what I'm saying? So Exitus Elite, y'all, is a great way. Made $40,000 my first month in it. $5,000 I made last week, or something like that. And the business is absolutely incredible. If you're looking, y'all, give me a call. My phone number's down below. It's just like I said, phone numbers are very important. And I'd be tickled to talk to you about it, and we'll get you started. And if you need anything, just let me know. Appreciate it.